Welcome back to the show, and now let's continue with the fun. Looking at the finished products animators produce, be it videos or even maybe still pictures, it is hard to imagine the amount of work that goes into making a single scene in an animated video or even maybe a picture. This field calls for top-notch creativity and a lot of playfulness. No wonder cartoons are undisputedly a favorite among kids, and if I do say so myself, among adults as well. Let us now take a look at this following animator. Enjoy!
Down how much?
Gari ni 80 bob madam.
80 bob gani? 80 ni wewe. Nyinyi mnatuibia sana. Taoni 30 bob.
Hiyo 30 bob yako. Kunywa nayo petroli ya 30 bob ukimbia hadi town.
Like most children, cartoons always fascinated Arthur Gitonga, and it is the interest of wanting to know how they were made that kick-started a venture he wanted to pursue at all costs.
First of all, it's an inborn thing, kuchora. And the usual struggle yenye I think every Kenyan amepitia ni kulazimishwa kusoma. So you want to draw. I remember at some point nishaipanishiwa juu nilipatikana nikichora during preps. And it was a very big deal. Got whooping, nilipata whooping proper. So nikiwatch TV, cartoons and video games, nilikuwa very intrigued na vile zina behave, because for a cartoon, unaweza ona clearly this is a drawing. So how does this drawing move? Tom, how does Tom and Jerry? Anasongaje, ana make a step, smiling, nini. But at the back of the head, ilikuwa najua it's a drawing. That is one thing nili identify when I was very young. So I also wanted to be able to do it. Growing up around high school, technology, nikaanza ku-interact na technology, and that is when I think I was using Photoshop when layers, I was closing a layer and then making it visible. And then I noticed there's some movement there, and the concept of animation now ikakuja kwa kichwa yangu.
Apart from the various figures of speech and other techniques he utilizes to package his work, the artist strives to make it as relatable to Kenyans as possible.
Kwa the animations, there's humor, there's educational, and kuna sasa general fun. For example, humor yangu ni Kenyan, purely Kenyan, because main thing nilikuwa frustrated nayo growing up was a lot of foreign content, and I mean Western content. And in my own opinion, animators hawakuwa bold enough kusema let's do our own, let's do this our own way. So my animations zinakuanga na local joke when ukisikia utarelate to it as a Kenyan, and it's specifically meant for the Kenyan market, or let's say mtu anajua Kiswahili na Shen, yeah, because there's a lot of wordplay kwa hizo animations.
Occasionally, Arthur is bound to think of an idea or two. This he puts down on paper, where he plans out his end goal and later advances to his computer to create the magic.
First of all, kwa kichwa. First of all, in the head. At some point, I'll have to go to the paper, so that now the ideas that are running around my head, I try and bring to me now, to kujua what is the next step. Then after that, naingia kwa software. I can draw kwa software or on paper. It just depends on the mood na vile nimegrasp hiyo concept ya whatever nataka kufanya. Yeah, so kwa computer ukiingia, first thing una sketch. I'll first of all sketch, then I do a layer, and a layer on top of the sketch, now the line layer. Then I color it, come up with the objects. If it's a character, kama niwe na kuchora today, na kusketch, na ku-outline, na kukala kichwa yako, mwili yako, na hiyo kando. Kama ni kwa studio, nachora studio, na sketch studio, na outline, na ikala. Na decide the movements. Will you move? How will the shadow behave? Ama if it's something simple, there'll be no shadow, so I'm not putting shadows. Everything, I work on it individually. Even if it's a fly that's supposed to pass by, I'll work on the fly alone. everything. After that now it's I bring everything together and make a complete scene and then start animating. By now animating, I mean creating the movements the way they are supposed to be. The final product the way the viewer anaiona.
As a way of giving back to society, the artist has made it his mission to help children learn more on writing and handwriting through a book inspired and dedicated to his eldest son.
The book itself, it's called Handwriting with Taj. I'm not the author, but I'm the one who illustrated it. Mi ndio create the font that imetumika hapo ndani. Taj nilichukua this name from my eldest son, anaitwa Tajiri. And so I just named it Taj, equal like an appreciation, because you never know how far the book will go, but it's something ya kumaanisha bidii ya mzee. Hata kama mzee hakuji na kabrado, kuna something anafanya ya maana. And the book itself ni kuhusu handwriting. It's an handwriting booster. In school, one of the biggest problems, I even remember when I was doing my KCSE, tulikuwa tunagaidiwa kwa KCSE, kwa composition writing. If you want to get good marks, have a nice handwriting. Let whoever is marking the paper be able to read. Even if the explanation is wrong, there's something too that will make them be in relation na whatever you're writing. Whereas unajua whatever you're supposed to write, the answer is right, but haezi soma. It's inakuwa 201. So it's a very big issue, and that is, I'm talking of Form 4. So it's better when a child learns how to write akiwa mdogo. You see, a computer does not have a good handwriting, but it has readable writing. So when a child learns to form a letter, this is the way a letter is formed. Growing up, they'll have no challenge at all in writing. So that is the main purpose, this book, Handwriting with Taj. And it's supported also by nice pictures, illustrations, which are also drawing.
The artist reiterates that animation is a relatively young industry that could use all the support it can get as it finds its footing.
Now in Kenya, stakeholders, producers, media practitioners, now they should come and start supporting animators. Because animation, for example, to do a 1-minute animation, inaweza kuconsume a whole day. Now, how can you come in and help? You need a team. Mmoja anaweza sketch, mmoja anaweza kwa coloring, na mwingine kwa animation, na mwingine kwa storyboarding. But you find, like, for instance, I do everything on my own. You might want to do something very, very nice, but time hakuna, because at the end of the day kuna rent. Landlord hataki kujua unafanya animation na inakutake 3 months kufanya. Unaona, njaa haijui, utaambia tumbo leo usisikie njaa. Unaona, so these producers and watu wako kwa media wanafaa wa reach out sana to animation artists, because most of them wana lose hope na wanaona ni kama it's something that makes sense. Ukitaka kuona jobs zangu unaweza enda YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram na LinkedIn. Kwa hizo zote ni Magixam, Magixame, Magixam. Kwa YouTube kama kawaida, please ni subscribe, ni view, share, and let's grow. Nimeanza kuweka some tutorials on how animations are being created and all that. And as for the book, also purchase it, Handwriting with Taj. Kama uko na mtu mdogo, mnunulie, cha agro na handwriting nzuri.
Fumar, hierba, tranquilo, muchachos, fumar.
A relatively untapped field, but with artists like Arthur, the future seems bright.